She only wanted her laptop back. But when Anna sneaked into the locked classroom, she found something else waiting for her. The words on the whiteboard chilled her to the bone. "We see you." What happened next will leave you breathless. The hallway was eerily silent. Anna Hayes tightened her grip on the strap of her backpack as she stood before the locked classroom door. It was past 9 p.m., and the entire university building felt deserted. The fluorescent lights overhead buzzed faintly, throwing pale shadows against the linoleum floor. She cursed under her breath. How could I be so careless? Her laptop was inside, her lifeline. Not just notes and assignments, but her nearly finished thesis draft. She'd spent months working on it. If someone found it, or worse, if she couldn't retrieve it before morning, she would be in trouble. The door was locked tight. She twisted the handle again, though she already knew it wouldn't budge. Anna glanced down the hallway. No one. She hesitated, then slid her backpack off her shoulder and unzipped it. From a side pocket, she pulled out a thin metal ruler. Her heart raced. She'd never broken into anything before, but she had once seen a friend use a card to jimmy open a dorm room door. How hard could it be? She slid the ruler against the latch, her hands trembling. The faint scrape of metal against wood echoed louder than she expected. She froze, listening. Nothing. With a deep breath, she pushed harder. A click! The door creaked open. Anna slipped inside and quickly shut it behind her. The classroom smelled faintly of chalk dust and cleaning chemicals. Moonlight spilled through the tall windows, outlining rows of empty desks. Everything looked ordinary, but somehow the silence pressed heavier here, as if the room itself was holding its breath. Her laptop sat on the front desk, exactly where she had left it. Relief flooded through her. She hurried toward it, reaching out. Then she stopped. On the whiteboard, written in thick black marker, were words she hadn't noticed before. "We see you." Her stomach dropped. She spun around, searching the shadows. The room was empty, completely empty. She forced a shaky laugh. "Probably some prank," she whispered. But her voice didn't sound convincing, even to herself. She grabbed the laptop and shoved it into her bag, trying to calm the pounding in her chest. She just needed to leave. That was all. Anna turned toward the door. It was closed, but she hadn't closed it all the way. She was sure of it. Her hands shook as she reached for the handle. She twisted. "Locked. Hello?" Her voice cracked in the dark room. "Is someone here?" The silence seemed thicker now, like the air itself didn't want to move. Anna's pulse raced as she backed toward the windows. Maybe she could get out that way. She reached for the latch. Footsteps. She froze. The sound came from the hallway, slow and deliberate. Someone was approaching. Her mind spun. If a security guard caught her, she could be expelled. She pressed herself against the wall, praying whoever it was would just pass by. The footsteps stopped. Right outside the door, Anna's breath caught. A shadow fell across the crack beneath the door. Whoever it was, they were standing still, listening. Her phone buzzed suddenly in her pocket. The vibration roared in the silence. The shadow shifted. The handle rattled once, twice, hard. Someone wanted in. Anna stumbled backward, clutching her bag. The laptop suddenly felt heavier, as if it were pulling her down. She glanced at the windows again. Could she break the glass? Her mind screamed at her to move, but her legs felt rooted in place. Then, just as suddenly as it started, the rattling stopped. The shadow vanished. The silence returned. Anna's breaths came fast, shallow. Slowly, she edged back toward the door, pressing her ear against it. Nothing. She twisted the handle again. To her shock, it opened. The hallway was empty. No footsteps, no shadows. Just the dim, buzzing lights stretching endlessly in both directions. She stepped out, clutching the laptop to her chest. Her nerves screamed for her to run, but she forced herself to walk quickly, her shoes clicking softly against the tile. When she finally reached the main doors and pushed outside into the cool night air, she exhaled a shaky breath. It had to be her imagination, exhaustion, stress. That was all. But as she turned back for one last look at the dark windows of the building, her phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't a notification. It was a text from an unknown number. She opened it, her hands trembling. "Next time, don't come alone."